One plane, one bomb, one city. One plane, one bomb, one city. One plane, one bomb, one city. One plane, one bomb, one city.
Fallout from atomic explosions. Every nuclear or thermonuclear bomb throws into the air a large cloud of radioactive particles. These man-made radioisotopes remain aloft for varying periods of time, but most of them eventually return to Earth. It is this return which is known as fallout.
Minus 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Animals could be bred and slaughtered.
All right, we are live, and there's been a bunch of happenings happening the past couple of weeks, if not days. We'll start off with the first one. Hit share so you guys can see.
I'm clicking the button.
Oh, you should. Okay, it's up now, or you should see it. So this is like our recent stabber of the Ukrainian woman who passed away recently. There's some kind of conspiracy theory that this guy is possibly a Russian agent of some sort. So they're thinking that he's got a Wagner group neck tattoo. They're saying De Carlos Brown was a possibly French-African Wagner veteran. And so they think that he took it upon himself to eliminate the Ukrainian woman because of what's going on between Russia and Ukraine.
Shit.
Makes as much sense as anything else.
Yeah. So recently we had an execution, or you want to call it an assassination, of a right-wing personality, Charlie Kirk, who went to different campuses and he would seek out debate. He wanted to challenge people's thoughts and ideas, and he would debate them with using logic, reason, and facts. And he was trying to prevent the radicalization of people both on the left and the right. And I guess people couldn't handle his arguments, so they had him silenced. What we do know
Permanently.
What we do know is a rifle was used at a range of about 200 yards. And there's debate on what round was actually used, because some people are saying it was 5.56, and then someone else said, it's a 30-06, and he used a Mauser, which I thought was kind of odd, because I thought Mauser was like a 7.98 by 55 or 8 mil round. But here our guest at Kombatives is a firearm and martial arts instructor. So what can you tell us about this gun?
So first and foremost, when you say it's a Mauser 98, you got to separate yourself between a Guerre 98K, which that was a World War II surplus rifle, and then there is modern production of the Mauser 98. So like you can hop on Gunbroker right now. You're gonna find about 30 of them chambered in 30-06 right now. So right around anywhere between $400 and $800. It's not an uncommon rifle. Not sure why the Guerre was specific, or not the Guerre, the Mauser was specifically chosen, but I mean, it's just a bolt action 30-06.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's a lot of cheap people out there that use that for hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so when we're talking about the one that took Charlie so young, some people were saying that this guy was a professional sniper. And there were some people saying, well, he wasn't professional because he wouldn't have silhouetted himself against the building, so he's not a pro. And then some guys were saying, well, he didn't have military training. This guy probably hunted deer, and that's why he aimed for the neck. But I don't think that was the case. And some people said, no, this was bullet drop, and he didn't compensate for it because the angle he was attacking from. Because he might have practiced on paper, but shooting straight, not down at an angle. So what's your take on this, Kali?
So, if it was a professional, we would have probably seen him get tagged right in the fucking dome.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of drop that occurs at 200 yards with 30-06 is about 3.5 inches. So let's say our shooter is not, he doesn't have his elbows stacked right. He's probably likely never shot prone before. He's literally just putting the reticle on the face and popping the trigger. There's going to be about 3.5 inches of drop, throw in the wind, and we have a high chest, lower neck shot. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with it. I don't think it was professional. I think this was just some stupid kid.
Yeah, I agree. I'm I've been around enough hunters to see exactly what happens when they give their kids a gun, even when it's properly zeroed, shooting out from range. And the neck hit is consistent with the lack of horizontal stability people have proning their first time. I don't know. That's kind of my thinking on that. Yeah, I'm with you.
And now they talk about escape where he escaped by dropping off the side of the building, from about 8 feet or so. And people are saying this is like a rookie mistake because John Wilkes Booth did the same thing except he hurt his ankle, after shooting Lincoln. And there was some controversy over this where they were saying, well, this guy disassembled his rifle, hid it somewhere, jumped from the building, ran out to the woods, reassembled it, and then left it somewhere. And then took off on a motorcycle after changing clothes.
Well, they've released the document. Crowder released the document. Basically, the charging document got leaked to him, and it kind of went through a step-by-step of this guy's entire movements. The whole way into the event, he changed his clothes, climbed up onto the building, took his shot. I can't remember all the details on this, but we know where he went. We know which way he got out of once we positively ID'd who this kid was. I mean, I'm not trying to be dismissive.
Right.
I love a good conspiracy brain thing. But
yeah, because okay, yeah, we'll entertain a conspiracy, but then we also want to see the facts that might change your belief or view of it being a conspiracy. Now, what was it? About a month ago, Harrison Hill Smith commented on this reaction of Charlie Kirk off of Ian Carroll's video. So he was saying that I'm not going to name names, but I was told by someone close to Charlie Kirk that Charlie thinks Israel will kill him if he turns against him. So they were thinking he's starting to question certain narratives. So a month ago, they were already putting this seed out that, hey, maybe Israel will be behind this murder. And Harrison Hill Smith came on later after the event saying that if he turns up dead, Israel did it. And I think he might be going the way of Owen Schroyer, who recently left InfoWars because he had some issues with Alex Jones censoring him and whatnot. And it's probably looking like Harrison Hill Smith will probably be leaving InfoWars in the future. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Wait, so that means there's going to be an opening for you?
I don't know if Alex would take me in, man, because I'd probably have to use my real name and get on camera.
Oh, it's way cooler if you don't.
I mean, is it?
Because I don't think the people in charge are gonna like it.
And then shortly after, we had some people of interest, posting stuff on Twitter. So there was someone. Let me fit that to screen. They were saying Charlie Kirk is coming to my college, and I really hope someone evaporates him literally. And then they're saying, and then a few hours later, they were saying, let's just say something big will happen tomorrow. So it sounded like they might have had some inside information, which was really interesting. And I don't know if this person was taken into questioning.
Well, I mean, I think it would be prudent for them to. I mean, just given what we know about his roommate being asked to go retrieve the rifle at the drop point, like it's clear that he didn't act alone.
And so this
I
is
mean,
the
as far as we know, the person that Charlie was talking to at the event, like having that back and forth, that guy could have been a plant too.
Yeah, so this person supposedly posted that was saying that their name was Michaelia at MKLA Ultra, and has since then like scrubbed their account off of Twitter. They were saying that they produced some song about Charlie Kirk dead at 31. I guess they put it out on the Spotify, and that was like saved to their top thing. So that's like really interesting that this kind of happens. But then people saying this is a red herring. This wasn't the shooter.
He was a fag. That's why I killed him.
I love Peppa. I'm sorry.
And then we had another anomaly happening. So like right around the time of the shooting, within like minutes after, like 30 minutes after the flight, this tail number N888KG left Provo Airport about an hour after the shooting. They were saying that shortly after takeoff, this plane turns off its transponder, which is very illegal to do. That screams like some type of operation, going on, because that's what usually happens when someone's doing some kind of spy or surveillance kind of stuff, or going on the attack or something. That's not something civilians do. So that's like a really odd anomaly.
Well, isn't like, can't you track down who owns what vehicle or what airplane and what call sign they're using at any given time?
Yeah, because someone was saying that the name Dead Man's Hand was linked to the airplane, but I couldn't find that information, so there might have been some speculation.
It belongs to a company. I can't remember the name of it, but they are involved in like pyramid schemes, and they donate a lot to a certain country in the Middle East.
Oh, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. It's Qatar, huh? So then they were saying that investigators found ammunition engraved with the expressions of transgender anti-fascist ideology inside the rifle that was used in the fatal shooting. That's what they were saying. And so people were thinking, oh, the shooter's trans. And then someone said that that's bullshit. And they were saying that later they found what the engravings were having to do with the game Helldivers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they were saying like the down... diagonal down or whatever thing it is to call it a bomb drop. They said that's the controller inputs that he was placed on one of the rounds.
I'll say that makes sense.
I know one of the bullets was a furry fucking meme.
That wasn't used because
ooh, what's this?
Yeah, no, it's notices your bulge. Ooh.
That's really weird, man.
All right.
Well, I mean, like it's clear that this person was a shit poster.
Yes.
I mean, at bare minimum.
And one of the bullets said "catch fascist."
Yeah.
Or it was catch this fascist.
So here's like another anomaly that came up. They were saying the Reddit Helldivers Discord was being scorched earth deleted evidence of the shooter, and they were saying this was very suspicious. And I think something like that was going on. There was like probably a forum purge like on Reddit too as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of standard practice for all these social media companies. They scrub your YouTube, they scrub your Facebook, Insta.
And then people started looking at the guy's physiognomy and started saying, this guy looks a lot like Lee Harvey Oswald. His ears are below his eyes, and they're thinking this guy has the look of a patsy, kind of thing. Because a lot of people are saying that his photo or his arrest photo doesn't look anything like the the footage photo. And then someone came forward and said that Discord has come out to tell him that this the guy who supposedly shot Charlie Kirk doesn't have a Discord account, and what links him to the other the other shooter. They were saying that they had no digital footprint, which was really odd for someone in this day and age to not have like a digital footprint.
Right, especially a shit poster.
Right. And then
it's not like we have 13 different rotating usernames at any given I
don't know. It's hard for me to believe that this person, the his roommate or his girlfriend or his
They're-
them.
Yeah, they're saying that he was like had a live-in relationship with a transgender, but I don't know if that's been confirmed or not. So that could be another rumor that's being put out. They were saying this guy who volunteered to be a decoy was a 9/11 witness that was arrested. They said he was there at 9/11, supposedly at the building. They were saying this guy had all these weird coincidences that he was there the moment the towers fell, and he just happened to have a BB gun on him at the rally, and he volunteered to get arrested. So he was like to give the other guy like time to get away.
He was also at the Boston bombing.
That's really odd too. So
very odd. But the guy who had the BB gun was a separate person.
Okay, so there's more than one guy volunteering to be distractions.
I saw 2 arrests. I saw this guy get arrested. He was screaming, "Kill me now!"
Yeah.
And then there was another guy a couple blocks away, older gentleman that had a gun, but it was a, like you said, BB gun.
Yeah, so it's all very odd.
Yeah, then someone else brought up they want to know why Tyler Robinson, who did not attend the Utah Valley University, had lived nearly 4 hours away from campus, was able to plan and execute the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And they're like, how did he know where to set up his shot? How was he able to get in and out without being seen or immediately apprehended? And they were like, was there evidence of him being on campus days before, weeks or months, planning this event? And there's evidence of him being on the campus of the University of Utah on June 17, 2025, while the university was conducting a bomb threat exercise. So usually when there's a false flag operation, they use exercises to go live.
Supposedly he took up the gun with the box in it.
The one that he purchased it? So that was weird too, because someone said that it was wrapped in a towel out in the woods. And then it's why would you take the box with it? Were you purposely wanting to be found?
Well, I think the other gun in the woods was a separate gun because he left the long-range rifle at the scene. At least that's what I heard.
No, I thought the rifle that they found was wrapped in a towel in that copse of trees right next to the building.
Perhaps.
I mean, I could very well be wrong on that, but my understanding was the rifle that they recovered was a rifle that was used because it had a spent shell casing in the chamber still.
Well, we'll see. He's likely going to wind up dead.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I don't think he'll see a day in court.
It'll be interesting how this trial goes. I mean, it's definitely something we want to pay attention to. What would you have to say, in your opinion, how people should develop a situational awareness for when these events happen? The best way to avoid danger or something like that in an active shooter case or something like that, or something's about to go wrong. What should they look out for?
Well, I mean, conflict avoidance is probably going to be your most important thing. Don't go stupid places. Don't do stupid things. Don't consume stupid substances, and don't hang out with stupid people. I mean, the Charlie Kirk situation, that could happen anywhere, anytime. Are we going to spend our days looking at the rooftops everywhere we go? I mean, I remember after 9/11, every time a plane flew low overhead, everybody looked up. But how long did that last? At the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're developing an awareness of your surroundings and making intelligent decisions about our actions and what how we're conducting ourselves in public. But the best advice I can give you would be put down your smartphone, take your headphones out, and just identify the people and objects in your immediate vicinity. I don't want to victim blame here, but when we look at that Ukrainian stabbing victim, what was she doing when she walked on the train? She takes one step and she's down on her phone. She sits down, she's down on her phone. Didn't even pay attention to what's going on around her, the people that were sitting there. Like it was just straight into tunnel vision, focusing on like a 4.5-inch screen. You know, and seconds count in situations like this. You know, even without a phone, even without a smartphone distracting ourselves. Think about when you are just walking down the street. Are you looking down to the end of the block? Are you scanning the the things around you? Or are you looking at the concrete maybe 3 feet in front of you? Like seriously, like
I'm always on the lookout for unattended backpacks and packages. Like I have that drilled into me.
I mean, like. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, I think some of the best advice is just do your best to be aware of your surroundings before anything happens. As in, like, it's not. I'll put it this way: it's not a magic power looking around corners, but no one seems to understand how to do that anymore. If you follow what I mean, if you go into a room and someone punches someone else in the face, it shouldn't be hard for you to figure out the nearest exit because you should have absorbed that information before that ever happened. You should have done it the moment you walked in the room.
I'm whipping out my phone and going, World Star! World Star!
Well, like,
well, the guys in the military are doing the opposite. They're doing not in rags. They're yelling not in rags anytime something weird's going on.
Well, like I got kind of an interesting little thing that I observed. So like I used to work in education for a long time, and
my condolences.
Well, there's a reason why I'm no longer in education.
Same here.
Neither here nor there. So the vast majority of time you see these kids walking up and down the hall, their eyes are just glued to their phones. Again, most of the time they are hugging the wall, so they are like dragging their shoulder against the wall, kinda, and they'll get to like an intersection, and then you'll just see people head-on collision. Like,
yep,
we're talking like a 5-minute passing time, and in one little intersection in like the least traveled corner of the school, 30 direct head-to-head collisions. Like, they're not paying attention to what's going on in front of them. If they took maybe like a 2-foot step towards the center of the hall, they could see somebody that's also hugging the hall or hugging the wall, traveling into their path. So like to avoid the blind spots, don't hug the walls. This applies out in the streets too. So when you're walking down the let's say you're in the cities and you're out with your lady friend, and when you're walking down the street, you're not shoulder to the wall of the building. You're kind of standing out near the middle of the sidewalk, and that way you can see around any sort of like blind intersections, see around corners a little bit faster.
Like I said, it's not a superpower.
Well, I heard it's only an American thing when couples are walking, the man will put himself between the street and the woman. And they say like Europeans and other places, they don't do that. So that's like only an American thing, which is really interesting culturally.
Who gives a shit about what a fucking European does?
Yeah, they're famous for genocide.
I know they do it in Mexico. They will have a gentleman will walk on the side of the street. Yes.
Look at that. The Mexicans are more civil.
Yeah, Mexicans are more civil than Europeans. Eat that, Europe.
Yeah.
Common European L.
So
you also kind of have to pay attention to what is a criminal? Like, what is a violent attacker? They're ambush predators. They depend on people who are not paying attention to their surroundings. Like
Predation works that way. You don't go after the path of least resistance and all.
Yeah, because they're not going to go after a hard target.
Yeah, well, I mean, like sometimes they miscalculate their prey, but more often than not, they're going to target the least aware individuals. And when they attack, they're not attacking head on. They're flanking you. They're blindsiding you. They're approaching from behind, or in the case of Charlie Kirk, from 200 yards away.
That's right. So with the events of political violence, I don't see it calming down anytime soon. I don't know if we'll ever see retaliatory attack from the right, but I don't think the left are going to calm down, even though celebrities and whatnot are backtracking and calling for peace, even though they're the ones who put out the rhetoric that everyone's a Nazi and we need to be removed and all that shit, and we belong in camps. But when it comes down to a situation where people have to engage in combat, what are the best exercises for the average everyday guy can do to get in shape and make himself fit to fight?
Cardio is king. So
That is.
I mean, if you can't run, get on the elliptical. If you can't do the elliptical, get on the bike. But you got to do something. Like you have to physically move. Get into a combat sport. I don't care if it's boxing, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. Like, if you're really scraping up for the bottom of the barrel, Taekwondo. It's still a martial art, hokey as it may be.
Everyone's offended that does Taekwondo now.
But hey, like, it's something though. Like it
gives you like basics, like, even though it's a sport, more than an actual.
I mean, if you want to reach for the bottom of another man, you can do Greco-Roman wrestling. Right?
Dude,
I thought you were going to say the Turkish oil wrestling. I thought you were going to go that way.
If I want to do Turkish oil wrestling, so don't know.
I'm not knocking it. I mean, I think it's going to be pretty difficult to, wrestle someone who's covered in grease, and then likewise, you're covered in grease as well.
Well, like what really blows my mind is that like half the grappling attached to that, they're reaching like literally into your pants, like grabbing your bare ass.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
You can't tell me that oil checks aren't happening.
Will bum?
I didn't know you'd be playing that today.
I wasn't expecting it to go in that direction, but we went there. So with other news going on, there were outraged Scottish locals that were attacked. A lost African tribe who was missing from Texas, a woman that was found living there in the hopes of driving the delusional guest out of their town. Residents in Jedburgh, a town in southeastern Scotland, have allegedly thrown rocks and torn down the tents of the Kingdom of Kabula members who were residing in wooden areas in a land they claim was stolen from their ancestors. So Jean Gasho, who identifies as Queen Nandi of the North, claimed that more than 15 people started a harassment campaign against her and her husband's kingdom. The tribe was relocated to an area where the Scottish Borders Council evicted them from the public land where they first set up camp. So the alleged attacks began on August 31st. When two unidentified men came upon the tents of Gasho, who'd been living in, and questioned what she was doing. They quoted as saying, "This is a rapist cult, and I will always stick to that." One of the men said that to one recording interaction through the Telegraph. Another one said, "You're an absolutely fucking idiot, you're delusional," one of the men shouted. So Gasho residents in the Kingdom of Kabula, along with her husband Kofi Effa and Cora Taylor, a 21-year-old woman from Texas who serves as the Queen's handmaiden. It was the self-proclaimed King Ateen who had allegedly contacted with Taylor on Facebook and convinced her to run away from her family in the United States to live in the Scottish woodlands and go by the name Asnat, Lady Safi, or Ateen. Gasho had published a footage of several interactions that she with the local police had since first confrontation, and they're saying that I'm just sitting here in my tent, well, not my tent, but rather the tent of my lord husband Ateen of the North. And in the last hour, Jedburgh Edomite children who came to throw rocks at us. One came through the tent, she wrote on Facebook on September 1st. Gasho claimed the harassment isn't new to her, and she claims that she was the target of similar attacks when she lived in Ohio. Another video captured an unidentified woman circling around the camp, ripping tent poles out of the ground as Gasho records her. They were recorded as saying that, "You are not going to touch me, you vile creature," he yells at the intruder as Taylor and Ofa get between the two women. Scottish Borders Council Scott Hamilton condemned the group for living in the woods as footage of the confrontations was shared offline. Footage was shared with them and showed a wholly inappropriate situation where violence was threatened, where accusations were made and tensions were on the rise. So Gasho published other videos of police arriving after the alleged attack, asking if they were harmed or robbed. The public called the police as they witnessed the kingdom of Kabul being racially attacked and harassed on TikTok Live by over 15 people from the Jedburgh community that were saying on Facebook. The self-identifying queen claims that she can't cooperate with the police because of obvious reasons. Hamilton disputed the claims, saying that several different agencies, including police, have reached out for help, but the group has known to become a problem in the town. They're saying that this group first arrived in Jedburgh a number of months ago and certainly raised a few eyebrows, saying on TikTok, noting the group's behavior in previous interactions that raised some questions. So it's kind of really odd that these people haven't tried deporting these people. They're just letting them stay there instead of returning them to their country. Or
So wait, like, is this just like a homeless camp? Like, are these just homeless people claiming that they are Scottish royalty?
No, they're not claiming they're Scottish royalty. They're claiming they're an African tribe on stolen land in Scotland. So, it doesn't make any sense at all.
But they're homeless, is what I'm hearing.
That's what it sounds like. So, in May 2024, popular San Antonio restaurant El Camino stirred controversy on social media after posting a meme joking that guests sporting the notorious Edgar haircut wouldn't be allowed inside. So the style, often resembling a bowl cut with straight bangs and a sharp fade on the sides, has deep root in San Antonio's west side, which was commonly associated with the young Latino men. Online reactions was split, exposing how loaded the Edgar haircut could be as a cultural symbol. Some dubbed the meme racially motivated, saying it invoked harmful stereotypes, while others said it was all in good fun, but they said it was going too far. San Antonio locals might be surprised to learn that the haircut had actually been banned in schools in the Latin American country of El Salvador after military Captain Carla Trigueros became an education minister, according to reports by NBC News. So Trigueros sent a memorandum to directors of public school in August 18, reading that come August 20th, they would be required to inspect students upon entry for a clean and tidy uniform, appropriate haircut, and correct personal presentation, to ensure orderly entry with respectful greetings. And then he put an end to the Edgar and Mohawk slight, with the local media reportedly capturing lines out the door of barbershops. They said that's not the only shakeup happening in Salvadorian schools. Alongside the haircut regulations, yet more rules went into effect on Monday, September 1st. The Tijueros wrote on Twitter that they want every child and teenager to grow up practicing simple yet fundamental expressions such as good morning, please, and thank you, thereby strengthening the culture of citizenship in their schools. Opponents of the measure had characterized them well as militaristic as Tijueros. But Salvadorian President Nayib Bukele wrote on Twitter that those who don't like the measures being taken in El Salvador, don't worry, you could go back to the indifference of before. And like when you didn't care about what was happening here when 30 Salvadorians were being killed daily. He also wrote on Twitter and claimed that the haircut is considered to have been brought to El Salvador by the deported criminals, inspired by the Chicano culture in the United States. So the actual roots of the haircut are unclear, but some theorizing it's a descendant of indigenous Jumano culture, as photos of the tribe show strikingly similar styles. No matter the origin, the haircut has been a lightning rod for controversy in San Antonio. So El Camino owner Ricky Ortiz told My San Antonio the following backlash to the meme that it wasn't racially motivated. He did not mean to offend the entire race. But the local artist Colton Valentine painted the man supporting the Edgar haircut along with a portrait of an indigenous man soon after caused disturb. So Valentine captioned a 2024 Instagram reel revealing the mural, saying, "Y'all think it's okay to judge folks by their haircut, asking for a friend," prompting El Camino to comment under a video that Edgar is what you see on the news almost every day, stealing car parts and committing violent crimes. The indigenous aren't stealing Kias and catalytic converters. So My San Antonio reached out to Valentine, who declined to comment on the continued conversation about the haircut, but only with bans going into effect in El Salvador, dragging the controversy surrounding the hairstyle, it's not looking like the debate will be over anytime. Dude, I wish you would ban that haircut over here because it looks cringe as fuck.
Dude, it's like the worst parts of like
the bowl cut,
neo-feminist bowl cut, where you've got like less than 2 millimeters of bang, with a fucking mullet and a mohawk mixed together. It's like all the worst parts of it.
It's like the Mandark haircut, and then maybe like Rock Lee's haircut, you know, from the Hidden Leaf Village. Except these kids aren't practicing martial arts.
Dude, it's totally Mandark. Oh my god.
So, a popular cosplayer was arrested on Sunday after she allegedly threatened to blow up a rival stall at an anime convention in Texas while they were arguing over gamer supplements online. So Kendra Nolan Manning, a 25-year-old cosplayer better known as Kit Noel, was charged with making terroristic threats to impair public service, a third-degree felony which could see her exchange her whimsical cosplay outfits for an orange Persian jumpsuit for the next decade if convicted. Man, I hope they throw the book at her. Manning allegedly commented on another influencer's Instagram that she would be planting bombs in their booth today at the San Antonio, Japan Anime Plus Gaming Convention in response to another comment that she saw slamming gamer subs, an energy drink marketed directly exclusively to streamers. The attendee of the convention is terrified that Manning was taking a legitimate threat, reported her to the event's manager, who notified the police. She was barred from entering the convention the following day and issued a criminal trespass. Some of her comments and behavior at the convention sparked real safety concerns that left attendees genuinely fearful, that Fox San Antonio reported. The cosplayer admitted to posting a threat before leaving the event and later was arrested. The Ken 5 News reported that Manning was soon released on a $35,000 bail, according to Behar County National Magistrate. The popular influencer boasts a staggering 115,000 followers on TikTok and a slimmer 16,000 followers on Instagram. On Sunday, the day she was bid for the convention, she was set to appear dressed as Harley Quinn, the Joker's on-again, off-again partner. The day Manning allegedly made the bomb threat, she just happened to be dressed as Raven from the Teen Titans, a half-demon hybrid capable of leveling entire dimensions.
Are you guys, actually threatening me with jail time over this? What is wrong with you people?
So I mean, I know she says as a cosplayer, but I didn't go into enough research on her to see if she actually had a what do they call it, family fansly or OnlyFans, because they usually use that to promote that. It's usually how they make most of their money. Not so.
I mean, you can find her Instagram.
I wonder if it's been taken down.
No, it's still up. I'm literally looking at it. It's ali.as. The worst crime that we can say that she committed is her mugshot. Because if you've seen her in cosplay, she's actually fairly attractive when she's in full makeup. She is not a mugshotty.
Yeah, that's a lot of witchcraft that she's using to change her appearance. I think they call that a glamour. So I believe Gamer Steps is also under fire for using a toxic sweetener instead of sugar. They're currently rebranding the company, which itself isn't related to the current event. So sucralose is a genotoxic, which means it damages the DNA, and also her talk that the Gamer supplement also has another chemical in it known to cause sterility. So shoppers at
Does it really matter if gamers are having it?
I don't think you need to sterilize them.
They're probably not going to be having kids anyways.
That's what I'm saying. They can enjoy it without,
There's no asking question. This is a threat. This is a fucking threat.
So shoppers at a New York state largest mall were thrown in a panic Thursday after a man carrying an umbrella sparked fears of an active shooter. They said the scare became around 3:20 p.m. when 911 calls flooded about a man carrying what appeared to be an AR-15 style rifle inside the Destiny USA shopping and entertainment complex in Syracuse. Second caller said the suspect slung the weapon on his shoulder and appeared to cock it. Within minutes, the officers swarmed the area backed by drones and sheriff helicopters on standby. By 4:04 p.m., a detective monitoring the security camera spotted the man on the escalator inside Destiny USA and tailed him into the food court near the 110 Grill. Dispatchers reported a possible gunshot in the canyon area, but officers quickly confirmed no shots had been fired. Police locked down the mall as crowds of shoppers began bolting for the exits. At 4:10 p.m., the cops detained the man and discovered the rifle was in fact a black umbrella with a samurai-style handle. He questioned and released without charges after fully cooperating with law enforcement officials. The mall reopened about 45 minutes later, but the incident underscored just how tense Americans have become recently over mass shootings. Just a day earlier, a gunman opened fire the morning mass at a Catholic church in Minneapolis, killing 2 children and wounding 15 others before taking his own life. The attacker was 23-year-old Robin Westman, legally bought firearms and left behind a manifesto filled with hate and specific enough to target children. Authorities were investigating the massacre as both a domestic terrorism act and anti-Catholic hate crime, while the community leaders had mobilized mental health resources and heightened security at schools and church citywide. So at 7:27 a.m.
I've seen a gun as an umbrella before.
What I think is crazy is that this isn't the first time that a samurai sword umbrella has provoked a SWAT response.
Oh, so it's happened before?
This has happened multiple times before. It's happened in 2010, 2014, 2016. Dude, just look up Samurai Sword Umbrella SWAT and you get like all over the place. Like California, New York. God, where's I mean, this is literally just the most recent case.
Bunch of
This has
fucking
happened a lot.
So, at 8:27 a.m. on August 27th, the first 911 calls came in about a shooting, and several law enforcement agencies responded to a report of a shooting at the Annunciation Church and Catholic School in South Minneapolis. Shooter dressed in black approached the outside of the church, opened fire through the stained glass windows towards the children sitting in the pews during Mass on their first week back to school. The shooter was armed with a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol, and shot off more than 100 rounds. O'Hara said that the police recovered 3 shotgun shells, 116 rifle rounds, as well as 1 live round that was recovered from the handgun that appears to have malfunctioned. I wonder if it was a SIG. Authorities do not believe that the shooter never entered the church before. The shooter died by suicide in the parking lot. The shooter left behind multiple anti-Catholic, anti-religious references, both in the suspect's manifesto written on the firearms as well. The shooter expressed hatred and violence toward Jewish people, writing Israel must fall, free Palestine, and using explicit language related to the Holocaust. The shooter wrote an explicit call for violence against President Trump on a Firearm magazine. The shooter said he was tired of being trans and moaned that he'd been brainwashed himself into thinking he was female. The deranged transgender Minnesota shooter, Robin Westman, had recently dumped his longtime girlfriend, raging about her blue heron pronouns and complaining that she was not able to murder her because it would actually fuck up his plans to massacre children. So the 23-year-old maniac who slaughtered 2 children and injured 18 other people had recently called it quits with his partner of several years before last week's bloodshed, and his dad previously revealed. The ex had been identified by the Daily Mail as 22-year-old Abigail Bodak, who called a furry. She was previously pictured on social media wearing cat ears and whiskers at an anime convention earlier in the year. In a series of sick documents linked to Westman after the shooting, Westman repeatedly referred to the person named Abby, calling them a catalyst for his deranged behavior and the root of his suffering. He also wrote about being fascinated by furries, who are people that enjoy dressing up as cartoonish animals. He was quoted as saying, "I like feeling sexy and cute, but my face never matches how I feel. I hate my face, and maybe that's why I like furries so much." He wrote, "You can give yourself a new body and a face." So Westman penned a slew of unhinged entries before the shooting, saying he wished he'd never met his ex. "And Abby's such a baby, I should have started dating them," he wrote. He also wrote, "I'm not spending my life with a blue-haired and pronouns having bitch. You are lucky I have bigger plans than you," the gunman said in another rant. He also wrote, "I pointed my pistol back at Hebby's head to see if I could feel anything," he reportedly wrote. And then he said, "No, the only thing I felt was the fear of them turning around and catching me." He felt no remorse for killing them and said that he was only concerned how murdering Abby would really fuck up his plans. And according to Alex Jones, the shooter's father had a long 30-year career with the CIA as a contractor. So that was kind of interesting. There was some anomalies about this one, too, because people were trying to link this to the Order of Nine Angles 764th group, but the FBI recently captured all their leadership like a few months ago. But they did like write a bunch of Russian stuff in Cyrillic like on their weapon as well. And some people were wondering if this is just like a false flag kind of thing where they're trying to pin it on Russia or something like that. But I don't think Russia is going to go around like making MK Ultra transgender shoot up churches. It just doesn't seem.
You know, it was before they capped Charlie, the guy who was asking a question was asking specifically about trans shooters, and then he gets killed by basically the lover of a trans shooter, and then this happens.
Yeah, so it's really weird, man. But like we're trying to ask ourselves, who's gonna benefit most from these outcomes, and we're going to get into who Peter Thiel is. And what can you tell us about Peter Thiel, Beard Juice? There's a bunch of people pushing the anagram around that Peter Thiel anagram spells out the reptile. So what can you tell us about this guy?
I didn't hear that. Oh my god. Okay, so Peter Thiel is let's see. His reputation as an individual is of some libertarian gay guy who's some giant tech investor. It was hard to slog through this because quite literally, if you go look him up and who he is, you just like end up with an endless list of companies that he either helped start or invested in. Literally over 100 of them. Yeah, I don't have time to name all of them in order, but in order to alleviate myself of the boredom of doing this, I did ask ChatGTP to make me a dating profile of him, but I'll get to that after I explain some more things. So, born October 11, 1967, in Frankfurt, West Germany. He moved to the U.S. at the age of 1, and then his parents moved to, what was it, South Africa, then Mumbai, and then to America again, to Foster City, California. He's got egghead parents, and he's an egghead, and he mostly spent time by himself because of the amount of traveling and moving his parents were doing constantly. So he developed an ultra hard-on for Lord of the Rings and got into all that kinds of stuff. So he's a book nerd. What was it? So what he is most reputable for is actually being a co-founder of PayPal.
Yeah, so I figure that gives him a link to Elon Musk then, right?
Oh, yes. He is linked to tons of people, like an endless number of them. And it's kind of fucking obnoxious. Like I said, you're just gonna find this list, just a list of people and businesses that just seems fucking endless. But yeah, he was the first outside investor to put money into Facebook. And as the guy that was kind of at the front end or cutting edge of some of these larger tech advancements, his wealth blew up into the billions of dollars in under a decade. So since, he's constantly been just doing all sorts of Silicon Valley startups, helping people start companies, all that kinds of stuff. So you got like Palantir, Founders Fund, Clarium Capital, Mithril Capital, Valar Ventures, like on and on and on and on and on. But in 2005, he did actually start his own philanthropic company, the Teal Foundation, which is for supporting sciences, technology, and entrepreneurship. And the Teal Fellowship in 2011, which offers grants to all sorts of people to skip or leave college in order to pursue entrepreneurial endeavors. He authored the books 0 to 1 Note on Startups and How to Build the Future. Yeah, he's considered something of a philosopher in the egghead tech circles. And he was, what did he say? He met, what was it, Rene Girard, at the start of his college career before he left, and was convinced that he was the most brilliant man in the world. And he's another egghead who's into philosophy and nerdery stuff. Let's see. So, yeah. I have here. He did support Donald Trump in his bid for the 2016 election. Yeah, libertarian.
Thank you.
A huge, political donor. And let's see. I again, another one of those like, long lists of bleh. But what most people there probably know him from, if they remember this at all, is the Gawker lawsuit with Hulk Hogan. He funded Hulk Hogan's lawsuit against Gawker. And they win the case and all that other stuff. And that's all about a sex video and all this other things. I'm here to talk about Peter Thiel, not sex videos, even though that's erotically exciting.
Especially with the Hulkamaniac in him.
I know.
Anytime you take Gawker down a peg is a win.
We'll never die!
Yep. So he's gay. He's technically a resident of California. He also has a home in Miami. He was given an honorary citizenship from New Zealand. I don't know the details of the background behind that.
No, they are a Five Eyes nation, so then maybe that has something to do with it.
Well, it strikes me as something that he was happy about as a Lord of the Rings nerd after the movies.
Oh, so it might be tied to Peter Jackson or something like that, then.
I have a feeling that's probably more likely, given this guy's background. Yeah, he's a former nationally ranked chess player, and I think he's a chess master. Tolkien fan, I already mentioned that. A futurist.
A rope and do something in Minecraft, kind of.
And some of the investments as a futurist that he's seeded a whole bunch of money in are life extension, seed steading, AI, and space exploration. Let's see. Visionary, inventor, control. What else do I have down here? Yeah, spotting the. Oh yeah, one of the other things he was not famous for, but known for, was trying to resolve the problem with credit cards in the 90s in regard to secure access of encryption from peer to peer. So, to give you a sense of what kind of brainy asshole he is, so they came up with a cryptograph device that was supposed to be hard linked into digital hardware and software for the sake of communicating over power lines or whatever, internet accessed lines, which led to robots talking to each other like fax machines and things. So yeah, he figured out a cryptographic method for the digital transfer of data when we were still using fucking phone lines. So that's a whole nother thing. What else do I have here? Oh my god. So some of the Lord of the Ring inspired named companies are Palantir Technologies, which is the name of the Seeing Stone in the Tolkien stuff. You got Mithril Capital or Mithril Capital Management, which is the name of the mythical metal in the Tolkien series. You've got Valor Ventures, which is the powerful immortal spirits who shaped the world in Tolkien's universe. You've got Rivendell 1, which is the elves' hidden valley.
They did a lot of humans in very rarely.
You've got Lembas LLC, the elvish, what is that?
Aren't those the cakes or the bread?
Whatever. It's the bread, yeah. Like, you have Arda Capital, which is the name of the world or Earth in Tolkien's series. Let's see, what else do I have here? Other funds. Eridor and Doril. I don't know what the fuck those are in the Tolkien universe, but I'm told they are. Yeah, Edendoril is the Dwarven Mountain. What is the other one? I thought I had this here. Whatever, I don't care. It's fucking Narya, Eridor, Durin's like
Isn't he the Dwarven god?
He just fucking, like I said, first of all, endless list of fucking companies. And what's worse is once you start learning anything about the fucking Tolkien lore, you discover nearly half of them are all fucking Tolkien related. So I'm going to skip the rest of this list. Yeah. Yeah. So, the Teal Foundation, the books. He's into mentoring entrepreneurs too. So he does shake a lot. I mean, like a lot of hands when it comes to people in the tech industry, or on the periphery of it in politics. Um, yeah. What else do I have here? But now that I've gone through the basic list, just to give you a sense of this man's personality, I will read to you his dating profile that ChatGTP helped me make. Username: Futuristic Inventor 57, age 57, location Miami, Florida, California, New Zealand. Frequent traveler. Occupation: entrepreneur, investor, and author. About me: I'm a curious thinker, entrepreneur, an occasional adventurer who loves exploring big ideas and bold possibilities, co-founding PayPal and Palantir, and helping build companies like Facebook. Has taught me a thing or two about creating the future. But I also enjoy quiet nights reading, hiking, or discussing philanthropy over coffee. My hobbies include chess as a former national ranked player, reading and writing on technology, philosophy, and the future, exploring Middle-earth inspired worlds as a Tolkien fan, outdoor adventures in New Zealand and beyond, following emerging technologies like AI, space exploration, and life extension. My favorite things are the Lord of the Rings book series, movies, anything that challenges your imagination, music. I'm eclectic. Anything from classical to electronica. Food. Love discovering new cuisines and flavors. I am looking for someone curious, thoughtful, and adventurous. Someone who loves deep conversations as much as spontaneous adventure. A partner who is open-minded, independent, and excited to explore life's intellectual and practical mysteries. Fun fact: many of my companies have names inspired by Tolkien because I believe a little magic makes everything better. Ideal first date: a quiet cafe or library where we can chat about ideas, followed by a walk along the beach or a hike where conversations continue uninterrupted.
Wow! I want sex!
So
Yes, I did that to alleviate myself the boredom of reading huge fucking lists. So there you go. And if you're interested in dating Peter Thiel, I'm sorry to break it to you, he is not single. But just so you can be prepared, don't say I didn't give you this profile.
Oh, God. There was some conspiracy stuff related to him.
Highway rest stop because he was gay.
No, only truckers do that, according to Something About Mary. So, there was like a whole conspiracy, like on Labor Day weekend, saying that Trump was dead, and they kept pushing this on social media, and they're saying that they're saying J.D. Vance is going to take over, and Peter Thiel is going to control the country from behind the scenes and steer us towards like a technocracy dystopia, kind of thing. And so what we know about Palantir is it's an American software company best known for building powerful data integration and analysis platforms widely used by governments, intelligence agencies, and corporations. So here's a breakdown. It was founded in 2003 in Palo Alto, California. So founder Peter Thiel, which we already said that he was a co-founder of PayPal. Alex Karp, who was the current CEO, Joe Lonsdale, Stephen Cohen, and Nathan Gettings. Their core products are Palantir Gotham. It's originally designed for U.S. intelligence and defense agencies like the CIA, NSA, and Department of Defense. It's used for counterterrorism, military operations, and law enforcement. The capabilities it integrates vast data sets, reveals patterns, maps social networks, tracks financial flows, and helps analysts make decisions. Palantir Foundry, which was built for commercial clients. It helps companies integrate, clean, and analyze large, messy data sets. It's used in industries like finance, healthcare, energy, and manufacturing. Apollo, it's a deployment and management platform that runs both Gotham and Foundry, designed for continuous delivery and updated software across secure distributed environments. Notable uses: The government counterterrorism investigations post 9/11, U.S. military operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, ICE, for tracking and deporting programs, which recently sparked controversy. Public health during COVID-19, Palantir was used by governments to manage the vaccine distribution and supply chains. Corporate uses, banks for fraud detection and compliance, energy companies for managing supply chains and safety, pharmaceutical companies for research and development and logistics. Business model and financials. The IPO went public via direct listing of the New York Stock Exchange in September 2020 under the ticker PLTR. I don't give financial advice, but I'm kind of thinking that I want to invest in this company, even if it's possibly used against us in like a dystopia where technology oppresses us. At least I can make something off of it, kind of thing.
The way tech is going, it's guaranteed to grow fat.
The revenue, it makes billions annually split among government contracts and commercial clients. A strategy known for high-value contracts, sometimes in hundreds of millions. Controversies. Palantir's work with law enforcement, intelligence, ICE had led to criticism from privacy advocates. Advocates even say some employees' secrecy. The company is famously secretive about its clients and operations. Surveillance concerns. Critics argue its tools enable mass surveillance and predictive policing. Culture and public perception. Palantir is seen as part of the national security tech ecosystem straddling Silicon Valley innovation and Washington, D.C. defense contracting. The CEO, Alex Karp, had described his company as being willing to work with Western democracies, but not with adversaries like China. So it attracts employees who want to work on mission-driven projects tied to defense, intelligence, and major industries. Palantir's platforms are often described as having crime prediction capabilities, though the company itself avoids that exact phrasing. So what it really provides is predictive analytics to link analysis and law enforcement intelligence agencies. So how it works. So it's not like the pre-crime stuff that they had in the Minority Report. How its predictive capabilities work is with data integration, it pulls together data from criminal records, arrest reports, financial transactions, social media, license plate readers, surveillance cameras, and other sources. Pattern recognition, algorithms look for correlation, for example, repeated associations between individuals, addresses, and vehicles. Geospatial and temporal analysis. It can map out where crimes are likely to occur in hotspots based on historical data, time of day, and environmental conditions. It also does network mapping, so it identifies possible gang affiliations, organized crime networks for connection between suspects. And if you were on Facebook, it probably linked a bunch of meme pages together to get us all banned off of there. Predictive policing. So Palantir had also worked with police departments in Los Angeles, New Orleans, Chicago, New York, and others. In New Orleans, it's now a terminated program. Palantir reportedly used social network analysis to identify individuals who might be at a high risk of committing or being victims of violence. The LAPD used Palantir to manage its Operation Laser program, which has since been discontinued, which aimed to predict and prevent gang violence. The criticism concerns is there's bias in the data. So if historical crime data reflects biased policing practices, predictive models may reinforce those biases. Critics argue Palantir enables mass surveillance and tracking of innocent people. Many predictive policing programs using Palantir were kept secret until exposed by journalists or watchdog groups. As far as effectiveness goes, independent studies found mixed or negligible success compared to traditional policing. So does Palantir predict crime? Well, not in the Minority Report sense of predicting crime and future crimes with certainty, but assigns possibilities, highlighting risk, flags, individuals, locations that might require closer attention. Essentially, it augments police intelligence rather than replacing it.
I feel like after hearing all that, that's going to be a gold mine for people that want to invent conspiracy theories.
And so, speaking of unhinged weebs, you can support the AI efforts of Van Rillington at Patreon at /Van Rillington. You can also support our tribe at Ko-fi.com /Atomic Shaman Sweat Lodge. You may gain access to the Discord and meet others that enjoy true crime, the paranormal, cryptids, and weird news. You can also support the show at streamlabs.com /Atomic Shaman Sweat Lodge /tip. You can PayPal me at paypal.com /PayPal me /Atomic Shaman. You can donate to buymeacoffee.com /Atomic Shaman. And you can buy cryptid swag at tpublic /Atomic Shaman Trading Post. And you can follow us on Twitter at Motel and RV Park and on Instagram at Atomic Shaman Sweat Lodge. And you can even speak to an AI-generated shaman who will give you wisdom from beyond the other side. You can write to us at Atomic Shaman Sweat Lodge at protonmail.com if you have an idea for a show that we cover, or you want to come on and tell us your story of paranormal encounters or something strange, or if you got a book you want to promote. And with that, we'll take a 10-minute break and we'll come back with something more lighthearted.
Hi, how are we doing today? I'm Officer Brandon, Springfield Township Police Department.
Okay, stop it, Josh. How are you?
So the reason I stopped you is you are suspended with a warrant for your arrest.
I am?
So, do me a favor, turn off the car, put the keys up on the dash, detain you for that warrant, and because you are suspended actively. Oh. Hey.
What?
Come here.
Hello?
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what?
Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. No, don't reach for it. That's evidence now.
Oh, I don't want him to have that.
That's why I'm gonna do it. Hey, buddy.
Huh?
It's okay.
Okay, you're on Island. He'll be here in 2 minutes. I'm right across from my house.
Is that what that
A few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what she's smoking meth in.
Okay.
The raccoon's playing with her meth pipe.
All right.
Oh, there's no way. He's trying to smoke it.
All right. Thanks.
There's no way. All right. Enough fun and games.
Here. Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, he's on his way here.
Keep an eye. She was trying to take the meth pipe out of the car. Just keep an eye on her real quick.
Can't read mine, no you can't read my poker face. Can't read mine, no you can't read my poker face. Can't read mine, no you can't read my poker face. Poker face, mama, poker face. Mama, poker face, mama, poker face. Mama, poker face, mama, poker face. Like they're in this place. Hold them, let them hit me, baby, stay with me. We should play the cause it's a pistol stunt. After he's been hooked, I'll play the one that's on his heart. I'll show him how, show him what I've got. I'll show him how, show him what I've got. Can't read mine, no you can't read my poker face. Can't read mine, no you can't read my poker face. Papa poker face, papa poker face. Papa poker face, papa poker face.
It began when this woman was watching the Twin Towers burning from her apartment in New Jersey. She noticed 3 men on top of a van, posing for pictures with the towers burning in the background.
And I could see that they were like happy. You know, they didn't look shocked to me. You know, they didn't look shocked. I thought it was very strange.
The witness called police, who stopped the van hours later and arrested 5 men. All 5, it turns out, were Israeli. They were turned over to the FBI. Sources tell ABC News, during a check of national security databases, some of the men were listed as having had connections with Israeli intelligence. At the FBI, that set off alarm bells.
The FBI needed the answers to 3 important questions. Who were these men? What brought them to that parking lot on the morning of September 11th? And did they have any advance knowledge of what was going to happen that day?
The men said they were just taking pictures at the time. They said they worked for a company called Urban Moving. The FBI obtained a search warrant for the company's offices.
2 SUVs were filled up with between 9 and 12 boxes and computers.
Not long after the arrests, the offices of Urban Moving were simply abandoned. Almost everything was left behind.
What the fuck, Richard?
The bicycle rising, the shields are spiking, the petrol dollars are dying, the bonds are defaulting, the monies are inflating, the families are coming, the markets are crashing. but I still have to go to work Monday morning. I'm tired, bros. I'm tired of this world. When will it be my turn to be on top? I'm tired, bros. I'm tired of this world. When will it be my turn to be on top?
There's been a lot of talk about this next song. This song is not a rebel song. This song is Sunday, Bloody Sunday. I can't believe the news today. Can't close my eyes and make it go away. How long must we sing this song? How long? Too long, for too long. Tonight, we can be as one. Tonight. Broken bottles under children's feet. Bodies strewn across the damn streets. But I won't heed the battle call. It puts my back against the wall. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Let's roll it. And the battle's just begun. This many lost, and tell me who has won. The trenches dug within our hearts. Mothers, children, brothers, sisters, torn apart. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. How long must we sing this song? How long? Too long, for too long. Tonight, we can be as one. Tonight. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Let's roll it. Anyone who wants more details on my agenda can find them online. The web address is not very imaginative, but it's easy to remember. Park.com. Wipe the tears from your eyes. Wipe your tears away. Wipe your tears away. Wipe your tears away. Wipe your bloodshot eyes. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Let's roll it. And it's true, we're not immune. One fact is fiction and TV reality. And today the millions crime. We eat and drink while tomorrow they die. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday. Sunday, Bloody Sunday.
I'm so fucking stressed out from running my pet lizard's Instagram account. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. I told my therapist, she said, we'll take a break from your pet lizard's Instagram account. I said, I can't. It's my sole source of income. I have to post a fucking photo of the lizard every day. Every fucking day. 4 or 5 reels with the lizard, playing with him, whipping his arms around in the air, throwing him in my little tiny apartment. It smells like lizard piss. Oh man, the drugs I have to inject in that lizard just to wake it up, just to get it moving for the day. I pumped all my money into this fucking lizard. My fans will comment stuff about how the work I'm doing is important, bringing the attention of the lizard community, or bringing the lizard to attention, lizard issues to the forefront. Piece of shit fucking lizard. I hate that fucking lizard.
But what about the water? How come it's not just spilling off? We had to come to a deep understanding of gravity.
What is gravity?
We have no idea. Okay, next question.
Oh my god! Holy fuck! Oh shit! What the
The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you feel alone and it's getting late and you're sitting at home, looking straight through your webcam. Looking at you is Uncle Sam. Look him in the eyes with your balls in your hand and stick it to the fucking bed. Stare at the screen when you unpack. The government is staring back. This is how they know you best, with a dick in your right and a mouse in your left. No more interest in the Middle East, so they look at you while you touch your meat. In the middle of a truce, they put the equipment to the use. Why you think you pay the tax for drones and spies computer hacks? Tax has gone through the roof, at least it's put to good use. The government knows. The government knows. The government knows when you masturbate. The government knows when you're whacking it. The government knows when you feel alone and it's getting late and you're sitting at home. They fill the sky full of drones to check on you and your bone. Size don't matter to the CIA. They can see your dick from outer space.
Do you miss that old school vibe? Mad Scribe magazine is dedicated to reviving the classic gaming and pop culture experience. Inside every issue, you'll find exclusive interviews with some of the biggest names in tabletop gaming. There are game reviews, adventures, indie comics, cosplay pinups, short stories, and a whole lot of attitude. It's like a love letter to your weird, geeky youth. Grab a copy in print or PDF wherever books are sold. Mad Scribe magazine, old school heart, new school hustle. With Mad Scribe, every issue is a critical success.
Are you a targeted individual? Have you had a paranormal encounter, or are the victim of an unregulated government experiment and would like to share your story with us? Would you like to send us some fan mail or a hate-filled rant? Do you have an idea for a future episode or wish to send a complaint to HR? Email us at atomicshameandsweatlodge@protonmail.com. Like, share, subscribe and be sure to check the notification bell. Follow the Atomic Shaman on Twitter at Motel and RV Park. Listen to Paranormal Green Text Stories on Atomic Shaman TTS on YouTube. Catch the live streams of Atomic Shaman Sweat Lodge only on Rumble.
Oh.
All right, so we are back for our second half of the show. So Van, who is our guest for this week?
Good evening, Atomic Shaman. Let me introduce myself. I am the classic Greek tragedy for the golden age of VHS tapes. My mother and my father wished for a beautiful, normal child, but all they got was a monster with flippers. And so I was flushed like so many turds. A floundering late abortion sent to sleep with the fishes. You would think my parents would have had a conscience, but no. They had been corrupted by Gotham. Gone were the Christian morals of yesteryear, and hello to the crime-ridden cesspool of the blue-leading state. But hey, at least Planned Parenthood received a nice check that year with Cobblepot on the signature, so no harm, no foul. The only thing foul was my life going forward. Growing up in the sewers, the waste, the stench. And only thing I could use to get me off were penguins and rats. Ugh. My upbringing was less than desirable. Imagine learning to read from torn-up magazines covered in shit. No, life has not been kind to me. I was born and shortly after died as Oswald Cobblepot. Then I was born again as the Penguin of Gotham. White Boy Summer may be over, but Freak Show Fall is here. You feel the chill in the air. I'm coming in more ways than one. I am a repressed reprobate who lives in the sewers, and I have come to the surface in search of poontang. And not just any pussy will do. Just like the Catwoman, I like kittens with experience in crime. So bring on the mug shotties. Daddy is thirsty for some ice-cold bitches. Let's fucking go!
Our first mugshotty for tonight was arrested for a DUI and possession of a firearm while intoxicated. She's got a fierce woman vibe to her, man. And I think if she dyed her hair red, she'd make a great Red Sonja, so I definitely would smash.
Hold on a second. I don't even think I can see this.
Oh, let me set up the screen again.
Wait, am I looking at the right one? Oh.
There we go.
On the older side, though. You know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I mean,
she looks like she likes to party.
All right. She has the jowly thing under the bottom lip at the sides. She clearly.
Well, I think she's pouting, you know.
Hatred all the fucking time. That's a hate-filled woman.
No, I think she's just Italian.
I don't know. I live in New Jersey. I spend enough time around Italians. I don't usually notice that unless they're a grandma or a bitch. I think I'm gonna pass. Not because she's unattractive, but because I don't know how hard she's clenching that jaw.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. That might be a man.
Whoa!
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Whoa! All right. What do you think? What do you think, Penguin?
Wait, did Collie want to chime in?
I'm not gonna comment. I mean, I got comments, but like I'm not. All these girls are gonna be a pass. I don't go for my wife.
Okay.
What a guy. What a good guy. All right, Penguin, you're not married. What's your opinion?
Women hitting brick. Oof! I bet her turds look better than her. There's women hitting the wall, and then there are women hitting brick walls. You know, biologists are trying to figure out why penguins wander off away from the colony, alone, without direction or reason, towards the inland and certain death. I'll tell you why. Because they are the equivalent to this old bitch, and rather die alone than become a burden. Truly honorable creatures, not like this hag. Instead, she takes a booze cruise after realizing all her best years are behind her. And everything that could have loved her ended up in a jar at the abortion clinic. Wrinkly Wendy here should have taken the far more dignified route to end suffering. I will pass on this rotting fish.
I just thought that she looked like she partied.
Yeah, that surprised me.
His episodic delivery there.
It's quite the soliloquy. I think he's been reading Shakespeare.
Right?
Our next book was arrested for possession of marijuana under 2 ounces. Oh, dude, she's a looker. I'd take her in. I'd smash.
Just 2 ounces? Well, less than, actually. Yeah. Oh.
Got that
You're
I
not-
don't care about life vibe. I'm totally down.
Zoom in here. Okay, I'm not missing anything. I was hoping... I was worried for a second I'd be tricked by a lack of symmetry if I didn't zoom in. You know how those go.
Oh.
She's got that weak chin. She probably likes to be told what to do.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll
So that's
smash.
resting.
I
That's
don't see
resting
anything
experience.
wrong with this at all.
This is
That's. You will never make that woman happy.
I don't care about making her happy.
I want to be happy.
Yeah.
Not her.
It started with with an under 2 ounce possession, and it's gonna end with a knife in your fucking ribs.
Ooh.
She doesn't look that violent. Oswald, what's your take?
Do you ever wonder what happens to all those drugs that are flushed? That's right, they go to me. And my little pot princess here can be the queen of the dank when I show her my drug den. It's a smash. I like my salmon smoked.
Oh. Oh, I was really hoping he would get, poetic.
Are these all going to be fish references?
That makes sense.
Our next mugshotty for tonight was arrested for assault and harassment. You notice it doesn't say domestic violence, so she would be on your side.
Harassment?
Yeah, so I would definitely smash.
I gotta wonder what the fuck the altercation was. I don't know. She's very basic. I could go either direction. Alright, I'll say smash, because why not?
Yeah, this is a definite smash.
She looks like a safe one.
I mean, she was probably pissed at whoever, but
She's got that fluoride stare though.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
We can get her a water filter.
I mean, she's like one bad day on SSRIs before she goes fucking berserk.
Yeah, but it's pass or smash. I'm not putting a ring on it,
That's fair. That's fair.
I happen to be a fan of clowns, and if this discount Margot Robbie wants to toss on a Harley Quinn outfit, then I'm raring to go ride a Harley. I bet she has big gazonga zonks. Honky ponky, clown pussy, clown pussy, clown pussy, honky honky. This little clownfish can watch me coming. Smash!
I guess
All right.
references.
I appreciate his enthusiasm.
I wasn't expecting him to go that direction, but our next mugshotty was arrested for trespassing and failure to depart. So I feel sorry for the poor girl. She has nowhere else to go. I might give her a place if she keeps me warm, so I'm willing to smash.
She looks like she's got a black eye.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. I'm like, she's clearly was crying. She looks like she got punched in the face.
I just see blush. I don't see a black eye.
Is that just mascara smear?
Maybe.
It's possible. It's possible the cops roughed her up, because she refused to leave,
Well, I assume if it's trespass, it was like maybe you're getting thrown off of your boyfriend's house. I don't know. The lawn.
You think so?
I don't know. I don't know. Is that I got a place you can stay?
Hell yeah.
And I'd be more than happy to keep her warm under the covers.
Yes.
I'll smash.
Plomp plomp, sex, all that shit. I'll smash. Alright, what do you think, Penguin?
She has the daddy didn't love me enough look on her face. Join the club, sweetheart. At least your parents had a few years of loving you before they gave up entirely. It's okay, princess. There's always a life of crime or starting up an OnlyFans, but she has a bit of that supervillain aura. vengeance in her eyes. Sadly, by the look on her face, she's more of a henchman who gets her ass handed to her by weirdos in tights. Bruised fishes tend to spoil faster. Pass.
I didn't even pick up on that. Like, yeah, she got that future villain vibe. And I think I like it.
All right, our next mugshot for tonight was arrested for reckless driving. So a total woman moment. I did like the platinum blonde hair and like the facial aesthetic, but I'm not a fan of like the chicken wire tattoo and the leaves on her neck. That's the only thing that just drives me away. So I'm gonna pass on this one.
She looks like she wants to be lizard people. What the fuck? Fuck no. Look at how dead her hair is, too. Look at that shit.
I'm a little worried. Because
I think she lives near the beach.
Body's under the age of 18.
No, she looks mature for 18.
No. 70% of her body is under the age of 18. She's had parts done.
Oh, I see what you did there. Oh my god, yeah, it's just a fucking train wreck.
I'm just curious why she chose to get fucking, what is that, honeycombs or cells?
I think it's chicken wire, because I don't see anything bee related.
Chicken wire?
Yeah.
Right?
Have you not been to a farm? Like that's the kind of wire they use to enclose the chickens in the hen house.
Is that a tattoo or is that like an undershirt?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look. Yeah, it's a tattoo. It's not mesh.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a better look. Okay. Yeah, that's.
I hate you.
It's a next level hell no.
That's a next level.
Dude, like zoom in. She looks like she has like 4 fucking lips stitched together in the middle of her face.
Whatever they did with her lips, they didn't do it correctly.
I think they gave her like 4 injections, like one in each corner.
She looks like her mouth is gonna open up like the Predator or the fucking Demigorgon. Like.
I bet when she speaks, she quacks.
Ooh.
Right?
I do kind of want to just fuck her up as badly as possible.
Penguin, what do you think?
Stick Botox. Speaking of supervillains, what the hell is she? Some kind of hive queen, the bee witch, the swarm siren. Regardless of the name, that tattoo is a lot of commitment, and there's certainly a lot of evidence of other work being done to her. Various enhancements. You know, it's hard to find a girl with the same hobbies as you, and no one can tell me real lips versus plastic Botox lips don't feel any different when glazing a fin. Haha, I take this little rubber ducky and smash it.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of
style. Yeah, I guess she's a bath toy for, if you want to put it that way.
She's gonna be found on somebody's Jeep someday.
You should at least give him a room shot for that, man. Alright, so our next mug shotty for tonight was arrested for a DUI and possession of cocaine.
Ooh.
I think she looks kind of young to be doing cocaine.
Well, the cocaine wasn't hers.
Oh, okay. You think she was holding it for someone, hoping that she would get to hang. I was thinking maybe she was like trying to get in to hang out with the popular kids, you know, by being their mule. I'm gonna pass on this one.
Oh, she's a cutie. She's having the kind of fun everyone should have. I'm just having a hard time getting past that philtrum piercing.
That's how you know she parties.
So I think I'm gonna pass. That piercing, just sorry.
Yeah, she looks like she'll be annoying. I don't know why. I just get like annoying vibes off of her.
Before or after the coke?
Oh fuck, man! Probably with the coke, even fucking 10 times worse. Jesus, no, pass. Penguin, what do you think?
Oh, poor baby. A good night at the Iceberg Lounge turned into licking Butch Coochie for the next 5 years. I've been told the inside of my mouth tastes like rotten fish, and by the time she gets out of prison, she will enjoy the taste of fish. So win-win. This little Peruvian trout gets a smash.
Okay.
Peruvian trout. Is that a thing?
I don't know. Grocket.
I'll have to ask someone else about that. Or maybe ChatGPT. But our next mugshot for tonight was arrested for a DWI. She looks cute, man.
So vanilla.
Yeah,
And she is attractive.
There's nothing wrong with that. I would smash.
This is one of the safest smashes we've ever had.
This is true.
And smash. There's nothing to worry about here.
There's nothing objectively wrong here.
Exactly.
This is great. What is this doing on here? Oh, wait. And a Peruvian trout is real. Okay.
Oh.
It wasn't something that they just made up.
Well, I trust the penguin.
Yeah. All right. I think it's a smash from everybody, except for Penguin. What do you think?
I'd love to fill her void with the biggest parasol she has ever seen. Teach her my French flipper trick. Ha ha! This little guppy is gonna gulp my glizzy. Smash!
Okay.
Well, no.
Our next mugshotty for tonight was arrested for public nudity and resisting arrest. Something tells me she might be a practitioner of witchcraft, and this was part of her ceremony to get in touch with the spirits and stuff. And the cops were just oppressing her and keeping her, from practicing her religion. So I would give it a smash.
You think she was out there putting curses on Charlie Kirk?
Oh, I don't know if she was on Etsy.
I will say I do find it interesting that I'm noticing the public nudity and resisting arrest, but there's no drug charge or under the influence.
Yeah, that's a girl that does that on the regular, completely sober.
So that could be a good time. I think I'll hit it.
Sorry, I'm silly maxing. I can't help it. I'm just a goofy guy,
What do you think, Penguin?
Talk about looking crazy. Bitch is madder than the Hatter. If you think you can fix her, not even Arkham could fix her. Her insane aura overshadows even the Joker. I would not pull my dick out, even if you paid me. She would bite my sardine off. This barracuda gets a pass.
Okay.
I'm enjoying all the fish references.
I'm going to think about that next time I have tuna.
Hell yeah.
I'm eating it 2 or 3 times a week. Our next mugshotty for tonight was arrested. It says charges unknown. What do you think she did? I'm assuming driving under the influence because her eyes are pretty red. So either she was crying or she was incredibly high. One of the two, I'm thinking.
All I know is I'm looking at her neck. I zoomed in. It's not a tattoo there. It's marks. Fresh marks from something.
I thought that was a national stock number, but not because I was that's not an angel number. It just looked red, and I was like, oh, you think those are bite marks? But there's missing there should be a top and a bottom bite mark. So I don't think that's a bite mark, man.
No, that's I don't know what that would be. Maybe a rope.
No, those don't look like rope burns. I'm thinking it's a serial number.
Yeah, that's two in one particular place. It's a scratch.
It's not a tat. That's something.
Look at the texture of that, though. That's definitely some kind of rope burn. That looks like matte burn or rope burn to me.
Maybe she.
That's
got
a really
arrested.
weird spot for matte burn, but that's definitely rope burn.
Maybe she's just kinky. I'll give it a test drive. Sure.
I'm gonna pass if that's because I think it's a serial number. And I'm not a gauged ear, It looks like she has a gauged ear with the spike driven through her lobe, from what I could tell. Van, what do you think?
I'm willing to try.
I've had some kinky sex.
Yeah, I'm had some kinky sex. I'm down. All right. What do you think, Oswald?
My guess is she tried to rob Poison Ivy's hemp farm and quickly got a dose of her own medicine. She looks higher than the Bat Glider. Next time she wants to test her luck, she should really do it with a fortune cookie. She's likely Asian, but she would pass well as an Eskimo for this erotic cosplay. She's got the mouth of a carp, and I want to give her a fish hook as I am tapping that Eskimo pie. Smash.
Okay, I'll have to work there.
Now I
It was very colorful.
is his penis hooked?
I don't know anything about penguins. I probably don't want to know about that.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to. I want to Google that.
Don't answer that. Yeah, never mind.
Our next mugshot, he was arrested for public intoxication, which
That's it.
she had a little bit too much. Like, who doesn't want to have a good time? I think she's a good time. I would smash. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't think it should be a crime.
No.
She's probably short because it looks like she's looking up too.
Maybe midlife crisis. Fucking, I need to get arrested and have a mugshot type of fucking.
Yeah, that's kind of what's. Yeah.
Oh, you think she got arrested just to promote an OnlyFans account?
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe.
Public intoxication. That's like a ticket, a fine.
This is the end result of girls' night, for sure.
Girl dinner.
If your girlfriend's going out on girls' night out, she's cheating on you. I just got to put that public service announcement out.
Oh, damn. Oh. I'm not really into it. Something about her fucking mouth being too wide. It's throwing me off.
No, I think it's in proportion. It seems to the corners of the mouth line up with the pupils, so she's in proportion.
It's very Joker-esque.
I don't know. Something's putting me off. I can't put my finger on it. I'll pass.
Yeah, I will pass as well. All right. What do you think, Oswald?
Let's put a smile on that face, huh? Ha ha. Let me just waddle straight down her pants and give her the old flippity flop cock drop in her Arctic reef. Smash. What?
It's over, Penguin. You and these mugshotties are going back to jail. And I already destroyed all your My Little Pony cum jars.
No!
Your perversions are over.
Blast you, Batman. I was so close to getting my beak wet.
Not on my watch, Cobblepot. You'll remain an incel loser as long as I live.
Well, it was fun, Atomic Shaman. Till next time.
All right, maybe we'll have them again, and we'll hear more fish references in the future. Beer Juice, you got some poll data? I know we don't have much. I've been busy trying to catch up on some things and get behind on others. You know.
I know what you mean. I'm kind of busy doing the same. Let's see. We asked, now that the dust has settled from the last mass shooting, who benefits the most from it? 45.5% said Peter Thiel and Palantir. 0% said gun grabbers. 9.1% said IPAC and Mossad. And 45.5% said the federal government.
Here's some joyful Jewish queer news.
That is a good. Did anyone?
I'm surprised no one put down. Yeah, because I always see people saying, "Hey, we got to do gun control. We have no mass shootings in Australia." But like, they also failed to mention that Australia has an increase in knife crime and home invasions. You know, they always neglect that statistic.
But did anyone leave any comments under that poll? Because I would think there's probably a lot of people that want to give different answers.
I think some people said that they were going to select more than one answer. You know, because they felt like these were going to benefit more than just.
It's multifaceted. The gay global homo agenda is very layered.
The gay agenda is pretty real. Let's see. We also asked, what sort of magic or rituals did Die Antwoord use to get famous? 44.4% said they used Zeph. 11.1% said they used DJ High-Tech's PC. 22.2% said sacrificed street children. And 22.2% said drugs and hipsters.
Yeah, so they had the hipsters to thank, for them blowing up, but like they also really didn't blow up until they embraced the Zeph aesthetic, and people are wondering, well, what the hell is Zeph? And it's pretty much South Africa's white trash. So it's like their version of our rednecks at a trailer park,
Wasn't Zeph that weird like shit and piss thing in a bottle they tried to ferment and sniffed?
No, that's Jankum.
Oh, that's Jankum.
Yeah.
All right.
See, we're an educational show, kids.
Very cultured.
On a cross.
So, colleague Kombatives, I'd like to thank you for coming out here and being an excellent resource. Hopefully in the future we'll be able to pick your brain on future events and stuff like that. We'll take your knowledge and apply it to the situation. Do you have any social media or certain accounts that you people could follow you at?
Yeah, I'm on pretty much Facebook and Instagram, Kali Kombatives. Instagram is Kali.Kombatives. I'm not super active on Instagram, but hopefully we'll change that.
Thank you, fuck you, bye, boom.
Okay, Beard Juice, you got anything you want to show?
Yeah. If you want to see what I'm doing on social media, go over to X, The Beard Juice, all one word. I also have a Substack if you're interested in fake news. And if you're interested in the finest fake news on the internet, go check out Finest Fake News on X and see what the Petroglyph Press has to offer you.
Fucking based.
I don't like to call it X. I like to dead name it and call it Twitter. Van, do you got anything you want to show?
Destination unknown. We're looking at what we might do this week. Maybe Monday. Maybe we'll see what we do. I'm a little busy with the fucking National Guard. Apparently not showing up. I'm on the inside. I'm the inside guy, waiting for this to happen. So
yeah, because I was seeing a bunch of Chicago people saying that their gangsters are going to go to war with them and take them out, and I was like, I can't wait to see them test their mettle, because it's going to be entertaining, and incredibly stupid on their part,
As soon as the first little fucker with the Edgar fucking haircut gets killed, they're all gonna fucking hide out. They're all gonna scatter like fucking roaches. So, yeah, hopefully Monday. Monday will be his fucking episode, likely.
Sussy.
So I did a little bit of an adventure this morning for breakfast, and I checked out the future site. We will be doing our 100th haunted episode. So we'll be doing a live stream from a haunted location. The hotel's not too expensive. And so we'll be keeping you updated on that. And with that, we'll try and see you again in 2 weeks if we don't have any more in real life things happening and delaying the show. Until then, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you for supporting us.
Most based.
With that, I'll play us out.
But
homie, watch out. The feds are plotting now, they knocking like they locked out. Not now, I'm busy. Your door get knocked down, drop trial, showing y'all the proper way to rock out. I know how this go, looking through the crystal. Everybody hates me and it's every day the list grows. Beat around the bush, yeah. I learned to tiptoe and stand against an army, plugging barrels with the pick rows. Look at who they follow, look at who you follow. If you want me, you can find me at the bottom of the bottle, in the corner of the room, or on the moon like Apollo. For fuck's sake, the earth is not flat, it's hollow, and there's Nazis in it. Shit, if that's true, you're probably gonna find me in it, vibing while we fry Hasidics, ashes in the sky's the limit. I'm just rhyming with it. This is my demented mind, and y'all just climbed up in it. Every now and then I can get retarded. People nowadays just getting misstarted. You don't like it, you can beg my pardon. Come and watch the world burn at my party. Every now and then I can get retarded. People nowadays just getting misstarted. You don't like it, you can beg my pardon. Come and watch the world burn at my party. I come in proper with the grammar. You bet I know who they is, but recognizing patterns nowadays is fucking dangerous. Just ask Trevor Noah, he could tell your heads are rolling. It's bloody paradise, like a bunch of dead Samoans. Join me on the balcony, you niggas gotta see this shit. I crossed the line like fucking Trump in North Korea, bitch, yo. LA's on fire. Won't somebody get the chief on the wire? Nope. Cause don't nobody care. I fucking love the smell of burning plastic in the air. I could not have fucked. I found the first mosque and shot it up. Rolled down the window in the truck and yo, Muhammad sucks. Ooh, I'm so edgy, I just cut myself. Bitch, I never leave a damn crib if I could fuck myself. Call me all them names, go ahead, it's the basics. I drop these bars and hit the bar up in the spaceship. Every now and then I can get retarded. People nowadays just getting me started. You don't like it, you can beg my pardon. Come and watch the world burn at my party. Every now and then I can get retarded. People nowadays just getting me started. You don't like it, you can beg my pardon. Come and watch the world burn at my party.